Hello my friends, it's Sheree. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel. I am here for this month's jewelry making collab, which is Jewelry Making Fun Collab 2023, hosted by Dahlia Designs, Jewelry and More, which is Deb Houck. So yes, we've been doing this all year. I can't believe it's almost coming to an end, 2023. So yeah, we've got two more, one this month, one next month. We put our videos out at, if you haven't seen them before, on the 18th of the month at 12 noon. There's a list of the collaborators in my description box where you can click on each one and see what they did. If you need some ideas or just inspiration or just fun, just click on them and you will get some great ideas. They're all very talented and do some great things and very interesting and fun things every month. So we have prompts every month, and this month there's three type of things in every month. So this month is color. The color is traditional Christmas: red, green, white, gold, or silver. And then there's two options. We can make an ornament, or option two is use colored wire or exposed colored beading wire, cord, or thread. So, I do make jewelry, make earrings, and, make bead dangles and all kinds of things where I use beads and jewelry, findings. But I don't know if I don't really have colored wire or exposed colored beading. I don't know what that exactly means. I'm not a jewelry expert, but I'm trying to, follow the prompts as best I can. So this month I got out my one of these D-rings with a lobster claw clasp on it. I think this will be really pretty when I'm done with it. This is, I got it on, well, I heard it called Chinese cord on YouTube. So it's a black cording, and I got mine. I heard about it. I saw it being used on YouTube in another beading video, and so I decided to try it. I got one color for now. It comes in lots of different colors. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on, let me show you up close. It's two pieces here. Well, it's not two pieces. It's one long piece wrapped around. But I got it in black to try it out, and I do like it a lot. And here's the spool it came on. The one I got on Temu. Very good. I'm sure it's just like the one you get on Amazon. So what I did was take this is probably about a 24-inch long piece, and I just, wrapped it around here, around the D-ring. And now I'm going to put some beads on here. So I've got my colors that it talks about in our prompt, which is, I've got all the colors here pretty much. I've got red, green, gold, and I've got some actually kind of off-white, or maybe ecru if you want to call it, but really pretty. I believe these are 16 millimeter beads, and it has a nice big hole in it. And some of them have little designs, and some of them are plain colors. Very pretty. I don't know, I think I've used these before, but I haven't had them this long. I got them this year, just in the last couple months. And so we're going to start off with that, but I'm also going to be using some of these these are like, I think they're called clay. They feel plasticky. They feel like plastic, but I think they call them clay in the description. But anyway, they might be plastic. They might be clay. I don't know what they're made out of. But they look like little peppermints, and that's why I got them. Let me show you the best I can here. They're small, and they have a small hole. So I got this. I got the beads. This was a little bead kit from Temu. Little beading jewelry kit. It came with, I think, some rope and things like that. But anyway, I'm just using the beads today. And I got these little peppermint beads from, it has a hole all the way through, so it is a bead, from Temu also. So let's start putting some, I've made quite a few of these now, and I'm going to try to remember how I did it. I haven't made one in about a month, maybe. So I've got some nice sharp scissors here that I like to cut my, some other findings there. I've got all kinds of little jewelry pieces out here for this collab. But I'm going to start off by putting, let's go with red first, because I've got two different, a plain red, and this one has little snowflakes on it. And I'm just going to put both pieces through here. And we'll put about at least probably 6 beads on here. Actually, I have been using some spacer beads. I'm not sure if I want to use spacer beads today. Let me pause for 1 second and I'll be right back. And I'm going to grab my spacer beads. So I think I will use them. I got these out. I really like these. A good size package of them here. There's a lot in there. I got these from Temu also. And they're a little they're a little bling to add to your jewelry or whatever you're making. So I like to add a little bling if I can. And these are also have a nice big hole in the middle, like 16 millimeter or whatever, so I can fit my rope or string through here pretty easily. If I can't fit it through here, or I have trouble getting it through here, I will grab my just to make it easier on video, especially. Well, it did go through. See, it goes right through there. It took me a second. See, it fits real nice down on that. See how it fits real nice down on the 60 millimeter bead there. It looks really pretty. It makes a nice gives it a little sparkle. So let's get another bead on there so we don't take all day doing this. Let's do a gold one next. Yeah, if I have any trouble getting these two pieces through the beads or the spacer beads, I will just grab, which I have handy right here next to me on my desk. I will grab let's do a green one next. I'll grab my little needle threader and just use that, that wire that's on there. I'm sure you're familiar with needle threaders. And I will just use that to help me get these strings through the hole. So I hope everyone's off to a good holiday season and had a nice, if you celebrate Halloween, had a nice Halloween. We did with my family. My boys are grown, and one of them is married with my first grandchild, my first and only so far grandchild, and one of them is engaged. But we all did get together on Halloween, and my little granddaughter came over trick-or-treating to my door and my youngest son's door, so that was fun. She enjoyed it. We all enjoyed seeing her. She's just turning 3 right now. Like, her birthday's on Thanksgiving this year. So she's just turning 3. So if you can imagine, she's just kind of learning all about it. So fun, right? Like, I get to live my, through my, how fun it was when your kids were little. Now it's so fun, my first grandchild. So you get to live it through it again, which, if you miss your children's, I can't say that, well, if you miss or you just didn't really enjoy that period of time with your children, then you get to live through it again with your grandchildren. So really fun, really fun. Okay, so this one's giving me a little bit of a hard time here. I might have to grab my needle threader, like I said, just to actually make it a little easier on video. And the ends do start getting a little bigger as you kind of use them on this cording. So it makes it a little harder just to keep getting it through there. Let me grab that needle threader and you'll see how easy it is. With that, too, just in case you've never used one, you're maybe new to jewelry making, you're just kind of like learning. If you're not learning, you know how it is. But yeah, we had a good Halloween. Now looking forward to just enjoying the, really, I live in North Carolina, and this part of North Carolina, you never know what the weather's going to be. It could be like Florida weather, it could be like Michigan weather. Not really Michigan, it doesn't snow that much here, but it could be cold and freezing, or it could be warm. So anyway, this year's been back and forth so far. This week has been cool, like 50 in the morning, or maybe 45. Okay, that's what we have. Did I miss a? I missed one. Hold on. Let me pause. I'm going to fix that. Just one second. Okay, so I fixed that. I had missed a bead spacer in case you didn't realize what happened. And I decided just to leave it at 5. I think 6 might be a little bit too long. I mean, for me, I just don't know. I'm picturing this like this. I like it just like this. So, you know, I think I have one of each bead on there. So I think I'm good there. So the last one, the last bead here, if you haven't seen this done before, I put one bead on one string, and I have one string that's up here. If you can see that, it's up here, coming out of this fourth, bead, and then the bead spacer, then the last bead. So it looks like this right now. Okay, so then I'm going to put my, let's see, not another bead spacer, but I'm going to put my little decoration that I made, a little charm. I hadn't used these peppermint beads before, and I thought, let me use those. They are red and green, they're the right colors. And so I just made myself a little charm with those. I put 1 here, 2 here, and 3 here on these eye pins, and then I put all of those on a jump ring. So, kind of like made myself a little bead dangle there, a little charm dangle, if you want to call it that. And then I'm going to put that here on that string that's coming through my last bead. And so I'm going to put it through this jump ring. So you can put a charm here on the end if you haven't done this before. Put a charm, put whatever you want. I'm putting this here. And you just kind of put it through the cord through there, through the jump ring or whatever, if you're a charm or whatever. There it is. Okay, and then you put it back up through this last bead. Okay, and then you're going to pull it tight so that your bead is, up with the other beads. Let me just get everything going in the right direction here. I haven't made this kind of charm before. As far as with these, I've always just used a charm, so this is something different for me. But I really think it's going to look cute. So I'm going to pull that tight, almost like I'm tying a knot here. I'm just trying to get it tight enough for me. Okay, so there we go. That is tight. I don't want to pick it up because it'll get loose, but it's tight. Let me just show you. Like this, okay. So then right here we're going to tie a knot. So you kind of tie a big knot here, but you will see if you haven't done this before, we're going to make it disappear when we're all done. Okay, just want to make sure this is tight enough for me. You don't want to make it too tight where you kind of like it's so tight that your bead dangle here kind of gets wonky. So let's just tie a knot. But a little looseness is okay too, but not too, you don't want too much looseness. You can kind of try to get it just right if you can. If your first one doesn't work out, you can always do it over, right? It's just string, start it over, do it over. Okay, and I don't know if you noticed, but as I pulled my knot tight, it all kind of came together too. So there's one knot. See how it's all together now? I don't know if you can see that. See how it's going wonky though? You don't want it to do that. You want it to be loose enough so it's straight. And so then I'm going to tie another knot, and I'm going to just wrap it around one more time. So we're going to have like a double knot. There's a couple different ways to do this. I've seen it done, and I've done it with a doctor's knot, but that knot gets so, what they call a doctor's knot, where you kind of wrap it around a couple more times, but that knot gets so big. So let's just try this time. I just feel like I want to try it this way this time. So I've got a double knot there. That's pretty good, right? I would say so. And you can see if it's too tight at this point, just kind of move things around, pull on it, whatever you need to do just to get it the way you want it. So it looks good to me. So now you're going to cut this off. So you don't have to cut it right up to the knot, but pretty close. So I'm going to cut it, say, at the end of my bead here. I think that'll be good without my knots down in there already. So I'm going to cut it right there, kind of, so it's kind of right there at the end of my bead, kind of right next to it. This side too. close as I can get to that bead. I did have a lot of extra, but you know, I made quite a few of these, but not like, you know, I've probably made maybe under 10, maybe 8 of these. So it's not like I've made hundreds of these. So I'm still like kind of like, you know, I want to make sure I have enough string. So I kind of tend to make my strings a little long. So at this point, I'm going to grab what I usually use. Now you can, it depends on what you can fit down in there. Like you could, this won't really, it could fit in there. Well, actually it does. But what I usually use, so you can use like something like this, your little needle nose pliers. You can use the end of a thin scissor if you want. I usually try first, it's my little box of goodies I keep here on my table. Stuff I always need when I'm crafting, like every time just about. So at this point, I grab my little pokey tool, little awl, and I take my whatever I'm using, and I poke that knot down, whatever, if I think anything's showing, if anything is showing. Now at this point, I just poke it down into this last bead or beads. If you have more, you could have 2 on the end here, and then just poke it into your, you know, you might poke it up, you might poke it down, whatever works best. But I think that, you know, you have your double knot, and that also helps it too. Like you've got that knot down into that hole. So at that point, you're kind of like also securing the knot as it's not up here loose. It's kind of down in there, that hole is holding it together also, holding your knot together. That's the impression I got. I never heard anyone say that, but I was like, wow, that's kind of like really holding it together when you poke it down in there. So I believe that's poked down in there now. It went right down in there with that double knot. Like I said, with the doctor's knot, the reason I didn't use that this time is because that is possible to use that and get it down into the bead, but it's a little harder. So anyway, look what we made. Isn't it super pretty? With our, you know, the D-ring and the little lobster claw clasp here. I got those on Amazon. I just, you know, looked it up, and I don't know if I have these linked. I usually try to have my Amazon affiliates links down below, you know, which I make 2 cents off of. No, I'm just kidding. I might make 3 cents off of if you click on my links. So anyway, I'll try to remember to link these. If I don't remember, I will. I got them on Amazon. Just look up, you know, D rings with a lobster claw clasp, and then here it is. See how it looks there as it's holding on. So this can be like whatever you want it to be. A keychain. Hang it on a journal. Hang it on your purse. Hang it wherever you want. You could probably almost make little ornaments out of these, as far as maybe make them a little shorter or something. I don't know. It can be used to hang it on your, you know, somewhere in your office, or, you know, at work, or, you know, in your car, in your mirror. I don't know if that wouldn't fit around my mirror, but you could add something to it, a hook or something, a string, and, you know, just have fun with it. But give it as a gift. These would be cute little stocking stuffers. But I just really love that. I love this one. I love every one I make, but I always like to see how they look in the end. And like I said, I never used these peppermint little pieces before, and I wasn't sure. I did want to use them on here, but I actually thought they were going to be a little bigger, and I was hoping the hole would be a little bigger so I could use like one and they would be bigger. But being that they were little, I was like, okay, I will use them, but I don't know how, and this is what I did. So there's always, where there's a will, there's a way, right? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video today. I appreciate your subscribing, liking, and commenting if you're not subscribed to my channel. And I will be doing more videos. We're going to do one more. I'm going to do one more for December for this collab. And then in 2024, stay tuned. I'm going to be making some different things too, as well as bead dangle, different size beads dangles, and earrings and things like that. But here, let me show you these. I like to make these too, these type of bead dangles for my journals. And I also have an eBay shop where I sell, I don't have any Christmassy ones in there, but I just have a listing with bead dangles where you order, say a set of whatever it is, 5 or 6 or whatever, and you get random bead dangles from me. So if you would like some bead dangles, you know, check my eBay shop out, which I'll have listed below. But these are some that I made for Christmas. This one has a little angel on the bottom. So I already had these made, and I they weren't the colors for this collab, so I went ahead and made that new one. But then this one here, super pretty. I love this iridescent bead here, and the blue, so pretty. And this one has little, kind of similar to this, where I did made a charm with you know, several little smaller pieces. I did this with these snowflakes, put them on a jump ring here and added it to the end as my little charm. So anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. I will be glad to answer. This one's hanging on a bulb pin, by the way, in case you didn't notice it. This one is on a lobster claw clasp. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's ideas. I hope you got some inspiration. And thank you to Deb for this collab this year. And I've been involved in the last couple of years. So it's been a lot of fun. And be sure to check out the other collaborators and Deb's video. And so I'll see you all next month. And if you'd like to watch more of my videos, I'll have linked below my other channels. I have a junk journal channel, and that will be also linked below, so you can watch lots of junk journal paper crafting videos. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.